Hi viewers, Joseph here from Metasoft. Very much happy to bring you our weekly show. And this week it's all about advanced tax. Well, if you're running a PSV, a commercial vehicle, you definitely must have heard of advanced tax. Well, probably you wondered what it's all about. So today we want to exhaust it. We want to know, how do we compute it? Which section of the taxpayers does it touch? How do we file it? How do we pay for it? And at the end of the day, how do we measure it at the end of the year when we are paying the final taxes? Because as you realize, as time goes, this is not a final tax, so we'll need to account for it when we are paying the final taxes at the end of the year. So we are supposed to deduct it. So we'll dive into all that. So welcome viewers, and let us find out what is actually advanced tax. Well, as you realize, this is a tax that is paid in advance. That means you don't pay it at the end of the year, but you pay it in advance. There is a general assumption by the taxpayer that the fact that you're a going concern, you're operating a business, you're making a retail profit. So out of that profit that you're making, you pay a little bit of it in advance, because at the end of the year, you're going to pay the whole taxes. So you pay in advance. Now, it only touches the public service vehicles and the commercial vehicles. So when you're going to the inspection, KRA has partnered with NTSA. So NTSA ensures that before they inspect your vehicle, you've actually paid the advance tax. Okay, so we'll see how all that goes into being. And again, we want to look at the applicable tax rates. So what are the tax rates for advance tax? Now, they are normally grouped into two. One for the luggage carriers, and second one for passengers carrier. So for vehicles which are for carrying luggages, that is the vans, pickups, trucks, prime movers, and so forth, the applicable rate is 1,500 per ton. Okay, so if your car has 2 tons, you definitely are going to pay 1,500 times 2, 3,000. For passengers carriers, the saloon cars, station wagons, and so forth, the applicable rates is 720 shillings per passenger. Those are the only things that I want you to remember. But anyhow, you don't need to cram these things. They have been fed into the system. So whatever you'll be required to do is just fill the tonnage and the passengers carriage capacity. Finally, we'll look at whether advanced tax is final. And the answer is no, it's not a final tax. So at the end of the year, when we compute the total taxes we are supposed to pay the taxman, we are going to deduct the advance taxes we have paid so that we can pay them the difference. Otherwise, we are going to pay them more than actually we owe them. And nobody wants to do that. We don't want to start applying for refund with KRA. You know, they take a lot of time. So there's no better place for us to dive into except on the Itax system. Now, from the Itax system, navigate to the payment section, and from the payment section, go to payment registration. Why are we going there? Because one, what we want to do is to register that we are now ready to pay for the advance tax. So you come to payment registration. Actually, this section is where you register all types of payment you want to do, be they VAT, capital gain taxes, and so forth. You register them from this section. payment registration. Okay. From there, we want to select the tax head. The major tax head for our case for advanced tax is always income tax. And the subhead here is advanced tax. Okay. And then the tax period, I want to pay for 2019, from January 2019 to December 2019. This is how you select the year. If you're paying between January to December 2018, remember the taxes that will be affected are for 2019, not 2020. But if you want to pay that tax or to offset that tax in 2020, you're free to select 2020. For my case, it is 2019. So January 2019 to December 2019. That's the tax calendar. Now, how do we want to fill this form? If you have your own form in Excel, you can upload it. For my case, I want to use the web form. I would also encourage you to use the web form because it's much simpler. Now, what type of vehicle are you having? Like I told you, we have two major categories, the passenger carrying vehicles and the luggage carrying vehicle. We are going to look at all of them. Let me start with the luggage carrying vehicles. Now, we are supposed to fill here the registration. Let us assume this vehicle is KZX 191. The body type, well, this is a lorry. Okay. The make, do we say it's Mitsubishi? Is it Mitsubishi or Mitsubishi? Whatever that is. Then the tonnage. How many tons? Check your logbook. From your logbook, you're going to see all that. Let me assume this is 3 tons. So the moment I put 3 tons, it gives me 4,500. Remember what we said. 1 ton is an equivalent of 1,500 shillings. So 3 tons is 4,500. Now, out of these 4,500, how much do you want to pay? Definitely you want to pay the whole amount. Okay? So once we are done with that, we are supposed to add this. We add this to our payment schedules or payment records, and then it's going to reflect down here. You see that? Now, once we have verified everything, this is the correct registration number, this is the amount that we are supposed to pay, then we come here and select the mode of payment. How do you want to pay? Do you want to do the RTGS, the cash, or check? So let us use the cash so that you can do either a bank deposit or you can be able to pay via M-Pesa. Okay, so we select cash or check, and then you click submit. All right. The next one, the next option, because I don't want to file these, I can delete it here. I just delete that one. And so I come and select the type of vehicle here, which is passenger carrier. The registration number is let's say ZX 589 W. The body type, it's a Matatu. The make is Nissan. Actually, don't guess things here. Check your logbook. The passenger's carriage capacity. This is 10. Once you click that, you fill that, it auto-fills for you. I told you it's 720 shillings. So you multiply by 10, it gives you that. Actually, it's 11. A minibus has how many? 11, right? 11 carrier. So out of this 7,900, how much do you want to pay? You definitely want to pay the whole thing, 79.20, and then you add it. I didn't select the tax period. Okay, I need to select it. It is January 2019 to December 2019. Very well. Now I can add it. Do you want to add details? Okay, I have added it. Now this is the thing here, and you see the total that I'm supposed to pay is 79.20 because I deleted this one. Fine. Now how do you want to pay for it? You can select either RTGS or the cash, but we said we do with cash or check, so that even if it's through M-Pesa, this is a small amount, 7,900. Yeah, you can comfortably pay it via M-Pesa. So you click submit. Very well. Now once you submitted it, you're going to get a payment slip. This one here. So this is the payment slip that you download, and you actually go with it to the bank if you want to make cash deposit. You see, it narrates everything here: the tax period, the type of vehicle or that you have. It's the carriage capacity, the total amount of money. So if you're going to the bank, you're going to populate this with the amount that you're paying, and then the bank is going to stamp for you. So once the bank has stamped for you, you accompany this to the inspection unit. Alternatively, you can pay via M-Pesa. Okay, they have the M-Pesa payment option, this one. Very well. You just go to the pay bill and pay this. So the moment this registration number is specific, it's specific for this payment that we've registered, so it's not gonna go to any other person, but make sure you don't miss it. So the moment you go to NTSA for inspection, if they want to prove that actually you paid by M-Pesa, if you don't have this bank stamp here, they can scan this, or they can search this. Once you search this, it's gonna show whether you've done payment for that or not, or they can input this code here. All right, and then they will clear you. You're good to go. Now at the end of the year, remember, this is not an a final tax, so you're supposed to deduct it from the final taxes. So let's assume that you've made an income of 1 million in a year. So 1 million in a year, you're supposed to pay 30% as a company. 30% of that is 300,000. Out of 300,000 that you're supposed to pay, 300,000, you have paid an advance tax of 79.20. So you come and you less it here, minus 79.20. So the net, which is 292, is what now you're supposed to pay KRA. This is what you owe them. You don't end up paying them 300,000, you'll have overpaid, and you don't want to chase them to refund you your money. So that's how you go about it. But for your inspection, all you need to carry is this payment strip. So make sure you print this, and then once you've done the payment, KRA is supposed to give you a reply. So they are gonna give you a response like this one, that they confirm receipt of your payment. So you accompany those ones with you, and then go and show to the inspection officer, and you'll be good to go. So viewers, that's all about the advanced tax that we thought we could bring you. But if you have other concerns or other questions, feel free, write down this video, keep them coming. We respond to as many as we can. So thank you very much. This is your accountant, Joseph Washira. See you next week. Thank you.